If you have ever sat in a parent-teacher conference feeling like the school system doesn't truly see your child, if you've ever watched your child struggle to fit inside a mold that was never designed for them, or if you've ever felt that traditional school isn't enough, not just academically, but emotionally, socially, individually, this episode is for you. In this episode of ReDream Education, I speak straight to parents who are questioning whether public school or private school is really the only option. I want to bring hope, clarity, and a path forward, one that is truly rooted in love, truth, and flexibility. Welcome to the ReDream Education podcast. I'm Mackenzie Oliver, Microschool founder, educator, coach, and believer in the power of starting small, dreaming boldly, and rebuilding the future of education one courageous step at a time. If you're here, it's because something in your life, your classroom, your family, your child, your community, or your calling is asking for a new dream, a wiser dream, a ReDream. This podcast is where we challenge the old models, rethink what learning can be, and build innovative pathways for children, families, and communities. Each week, you'll gain the systems, strategies, stories, and soul work you need to design personalized learning, understand how education is changing for the better, start or scale a microschool, lead with confidence, make a change for your family, and create an education model that actually works for today's world. Because you aren't just dreaming of something different, you are building it. This is a space where we re-envision what school can be, reimagine how children learn, and rebuild the systems that were never designed to meet the needs of our future and current generation. This is a podcast to ReDream Education as we share insights, strategies, stories, and tools to teach our children better, transform learning at home, support innovative education models, and invest financially or personally in the future of students everywhere. Because you aren't just dreaming about a better education, you're part of the movement to create it. Welcome to the ReDream Education podcast. This is where the future begins. Welcome to the ReDream podcast. My name is Mackenzie Oliver. I'm the founder of Lighthouse Learning Microschool located in Longwood, Florida. We started in our living room with 6 children, 2 of our own, and we are now wildly successful in the state of Florida, Longwood, Florida, and we are so grateful for the path that we have been on in ReDreaming Education. We are a Microschool/Homeschool hybrid, and we set out just to be a resource for parents who were wanting to skip the COVID insanity with public school system. We opened up our house to several students and families, and then it just grew like rapid fire. We are in year 6. We serve almost 100 students. And just like you, many families have been searching for a system that's not really a system, right? They want the organization, and they are realizing that the traditional system isn't serving many children. Too many children are neurodivergent. They have learning differences, sensory or emotional needs. Traditional classrooms are defined by age, pace, and standardization, which can leave these children feeling behind or overwhelmed. Many parents and children feel unseen, misunderstood, or pressured to conform. And neurodivergent meaning ADHD, even speech and language deficits, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, giftedness. And then there's just the students who think outside the box. And there's the families that want a flexible option. Their children are tired of being at school for 8 hours a day and then coming home to tons of homework. There is an amazing rise of microschools and homeschool hybrids and also parent-led options. And it's not just a trend, it is a shift. In recent years, homeschooling and alternative schooling have increased dramatically. As of 2021 to 2022, about 3.1 million kindergarten through 12th grade students in the U.S. were homeschooled, according to NHERI.org. And the growth continues. New data shows that homeschool enrollment is rising again and is a sign that this isn't just a pandemic surge, but it is a long-term shift. Another strong signal is that microschools and hybrid models are multiplying. Many are operating under homeschool laws or private school exemptions, which offer flexibility that traditional schools cannot. And this is all from the news from the States. Microschools are growing in popularity. For families who pivot, this can mean a tailored learning environment, smaller groups, personalized pacing, and a partnership between parents and educators rather than an institution. So why does this matter for your child and for your family? Well, smaller, personalized learning environments meet children where they are, academically, emotionally, and socially. We have the opportunity to get to know children at a deeper level and their families, which allows us to not only be proactive, but react in the moment that is best for the child by giving them alternative seating, by giving them alternative lessons, by giving them smaller group instruction, by giving them targeted lessons, by slowing the pace, or by increasing the pace. Hybrids and microschools honor each child's uniqueness, whether it be their learning styles, their neurodivergence, their interest, and one that is near and dear to me is their emotional health. Parents get to partner in their child's education, which means more control, more alignment with family values, and more flexibility in life seasons. So how do you actually get started when there isn't a crisis, such as the pandemic? Yet, there is an underlying crisis that many of us have been burying our heads so that we don't have to see it straight on. I say that in order to start with practical steps for parents who want to say yes to redreaming what education looks like for their child, is that they, number one, have to reflect on their child's needs. What are they thriving at? What are they struggling with? What supports do they need that don't exist in their current school? Number two is to research local options. Look into homeschool hybrid laws in your state, microschool collectives, learning pods, and alternative school networks. And just know that it is not a one-size-fits-all when you go to a microschool or homeschool hybrid. They are designed for flexibility and personalization. When you start researching, you will find all sorts of options that could meet your family's needs, whether it's go to school 3 days a week and the rest is done at home, while it is maybe you homeschooling and the students get to go 1 or 2 days a week for enrichment, socialization. Maybe it's a school that does the heavy lifting for you by teaching the academics and you can do the rest of the fun things at home. Maybe you don't want to do the fun things at home. You want to teach the academics. You want to have control over that. There are options for you. As an example, at Lighthouse Learning, we have 5 options. Students can come to us full-time Monday through Friday. They receive their academics and their enrichment. They can also come Monday through Wednesday for their academics. And then parents can homeschool on Thursdays and Fridays, extend the learning, or choose to do something that is different for their family that best suits their family's needs and desires. Families can also come Monday through Thursday, where their students get their academics Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursday the students rotate around to 5 different unique classes such as STEM, art, PE, nature studies, music, entrepreneurship, technology, STEM, cultural studies. Or if a family says, I want to do the academics myself, I have a specific curriculum I like to use, I have a specific philosophy or even a religious concept that the parents want to make sure they instill with their children, they can take their children Monday through Wednesday, give their academics, and then send their children to Lighthouse Learning on Thursdays and Fridays for the enrichment. Or Fridays only, 1 day a week. Connect with your community, because there is a growing numbers of families who are choosing these paths. You are not alone. There is a platform called Vela. I've worked closely with Vela. They have been amazing. They are an amazing organization that helps teachers and parents find alternative education models. If you go to vela.org, you can also download the VELA app on your phone, and they will help you to connect to microschools or homeschool hybrids in your area. It's very similar to parent matching apps or local networks, but they can help you find other families or certified educators to partner with. And then from there, you build a very, very simple plan. Define your vision. And yes, it's going to take some time to write it all out. But how many days will your child attend group learning versus learning at home? What values or schedule or support do you want? What flexibility or accommodations might your child need? And get your child involved. Take your child to look at some areas that are different, some schools that are different, some models that are different. Because if you just say, we're going to make a change and we're going to go to this one place, it terrifies children. Actually taking them alongside you and letting them be a part of the process really does make a huge difference. And start small with grace and flexibility, because redreaming does not require perfection. It requires clarity, purpose, commitment, and love. And what I want for you to remember most is that no matter how lost or frustrated you feel with public or private school, you are not powerless. You are not just a parent trying to survive. You are part of a growing movement, a movement of families and educators and founders and parents who believe that 1, learning should be personal, 2, it should be human, 3, it should be adaptable, and 4, it should honor each child's uniqueness. So if this resonates with you, maybe it's time to redream, because for your child, for your family, it's not just school you're choosing. It is their future. And you have permission to make a change that is best for all that are involved. It's time to redream. It is time to ReDream Education and to actually take that next step. Join us in Microschool Masterminds every single week for live group coaching, self-paced modules, and of course, a powerful community. Head on over to ReDreamEducation.com/masterminds and join us in our free Facebook group at ReDream Education Microschool Community. To learn more, that's ReDreamEducation.com/masterminds.